Okay, for today's lesson, I'm going to actually extend a little bit what we're going to be doing. Yesterday's lesson was pretty short and sweet to get our toes, just to dip our toes into distance learning. So I'm actually going to have you finish this pink packet. A lot of it should be review, not new things, but I want to make sure that if you are getting frustrated or overwhelmed by that you just you send me a message or have your parents send me a message, and we can definitely work with you on that. So you'll see that we have our guide numbers that are going to help us through this. So I'm going to start here, but and I'm going to, for this row, count forward, and we'll come back to this, okay? So 505, next we know would be 506, we're just counting by ones here, 507, 508, 509, and 510. Because I ended with 10 here, you're going to know every single number in this last row is going to be tens. It'll end with a 0, just like our 590 here. Let's go backwards by 1. For this top row, 504, 503, 502, 501. And because we started with 1 here, you'll see that every number, this row is going to always end in 1, end in 2, 3, 4, and so on. So that's a good way to check yourself. Okay, because this is 510, we're going to then jump over here to 511. We can see it matches that, ending in 1 in the ones column. So I want you to complete this. On the back, going to be that expanded form. That's where we have an equation, or we're going to write the equation. So I will do both of these, and then I'll want you to complete this. So if I have 700 plus 10 plus 9, I know that those are my hundreds, tens, ones place value. So 7 is representing 700. Sorry, I'm a little shaky here. 1 is representing that there's one $10 bill, right? And 9 is representing 9 $1 bills. So 719 would be the equivalent. Now here I have 85. So I want to break that up. I see I don't have hundreds, so I actually just need to do tens and ones, and I'm adding them up. So 8 tens here is 80. And then 5 ones is 5. So 80 plus 5 would equal 85. Please go through and complete the rest of these. We're using our place value blocks that can help us. We see that these are hundreds, tens, and ones. Okay, so this is showing 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 250, 1, 2, 3, 253. So let's look through here. We'll do the first two together, then I'm going to have you complete it. So if I look at my hundreds, I've got 1, 2, 3. I can already represent that in my hundreds place value. I have my tens, 1, 2, 3, 4. Would that be 40? I'll represent that with a 4 in my tens place. And my ones is 1, 2. So 2 ones, 342. Number 2, 2 hundreds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ones for 259. I'm going to have you complete the rest of that worksheet. When we're all done, what I would suggest is just either pausing and then completing the worksheet, or just going back and looking at the directions with each one, whatever works for you. Okay, now we're going to write each number in word form. You guys all have your math folders, and if we look in our math folders, let me pull it out right now. I know it's really going to get shaky, sorry. If we pull out our math folder and we open it up, right here, you'll see that we have our number words. Use that as a guide, use that as a tool. Okay, so In my hundreds, I have 1, tens, 40, ones, 2. Okay, so I'm going to write that as 100, 40, and then don't forget your dash, 2. Okay, so complete the rest of that page. Place value chart. So we see the hundreds, tens, ones. You'll see these in the house. We've got our questions for it. What is the value? That's a number in the digits or in the hundreds place. So I look at my hundreds right here. The value is not hundreds, it's 100. Okay, it wants me to show it in digits, okay? What is the value of the digit in the tens place? It's in the tens, so it's not going to be a 4. It's going to be 4 tens, which is 40. And then the digit in the ones place, well, there's 0. So how many ones are there? 0. Okay, so complete this as well. And then odd and even numbers, word problems. Chris has 5 trophies. Does he have an even or an odd number of trophies? So if we look at that number 5, that is not counted when we count by 2s. So we know that this one is odd. Bruce has 13 football cards. Does he have an even or an odd number? Can 13 be counted by 2s? Nope, it can't. And so that one is also an odd number. Okay, so your questions should be even or odd, or your answers should say even or odd. So that is, like I said, it's going to be some review. So you finished these 2 pages yesterday. I want you to finish your counting numbers to 1,000 goal, your expanded form goal, your place value blocks goal, word form, charts, and even or odd. I know it seems like a lot. These should be pretty quick worksheets for you though. All right, thank you. Have a good time.